Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our October readings. This one will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. As always, just keep an open mind, take what resonates with you as it resonates with you, whether I talk about your particular scenario or not. I'm reading the energy, so take it as it rings true for you, okay? And be sure to watch all your signs. I'm using the Crow Tarot for you, Leo, and clarifying with the Tarot of the New Vision, the mini version. Okay. Guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you to everyone who has. I really appreciate it. And let's just see what's going on for Leo in the month of October. Leo in October 2021. Ooh, the Ten of Cups. Okay, saying put it back and see if it pops back up. But there's some sort of a happy conclusion going on. Family gatherings, reunions, marriages. What am I saying? Weddings. Starting a family, expanding the family energy. Leo in October 2021. There we go. Bear with, I have cat hair everywhere. Okay. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, but I almost said Ten of Swords, so we'll look at that. The Hierophant, the Hermit, Four of Wands in the past, the High Priestess in the near future, Justice in how you see yourself, the Sun in your environment, Nine of Swords in hopes and fears, quite a few majors. And in the outcome, we have the World. Nice. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. A lot of major arcana energy. So you're dealing with some very big changes. Page of Wands, Temperance. There's a lot of fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your energy here with the Strength card. For some of you, I feel like for some of you, you're tired of being single. You want to be in a commitment. And for others of you, you're coming out of a commitment. Or you're thinking about it. You're tired of searching for stability, for long-term stability, whether that is a commitment in love or a commitment to do with your career. But you have victory in the outcome. So let's see. Right. Temperance at the bottom of the deck talks about divine timing, things happening the way they need to, when they need to. Could also be talking about delays, having to figure things out. Could be negotiations. Mercury retrograde energy as well. Current situation, Six of Pentacles. So this is, it's about balance. It's about give and take. Offering and receiving support, whether that is financial or otherwise. Receiving a helping hand. The challenge is the Ten of Wands. For some of you, you're looking to settle down, whether that means you want your own place, you want to move out and be on your own, or looking to settle down in terms of finding someone to marry and have a family with, or looking to settle down in terms of career, right? Where you can be in a job that you can do, or be with that company for the rest of your life, or, you know, you don't have to worry then about your job security and all that kind of stuff. In the foundation, the Hermit, Virgo energy, but also it's this time of searching. Searching. It's like I want to move from the 9 to the 10 and then have a new beginning. I want to be done with this time of searching in my life, or this time of me being on my own in my life, or this time of me feeling isolated, whether I'm in a relationship or not. In the past, we have the Four of Wands. So there has been some level of stability. This is initial success, right? This is, for some of you, You may have had to move in with friends or family. They're giving you a helping hand in that way, and you're trying to find your own place. For some of you, I do see you've come out of a marriage or out of a long-term relationship. You may be relying on friends and family for the time being, but that you're tired of having to do that. You want to figure things out for yourself. You're looking for a stable place to live, a stable job. I also feel like there's some sort of family pressure, because the Hierophant sits at the top of the reading, kind of looking down on everything. So there could be pressure from your family to settle down, pressure from your family to do things for them, to live with them, to help them. And it's a burden for you because you're ready to walk your own path. Okay. In the near future, we have the High Priestess. So there's some sort of, I get that there's some sort of development that you're keeping to yourself. But you are very happy about it. With the Justice card, something is going in your favor. And it could be to do with paperwork, contracts, a decision made in your favor. In your environment, we have the Sun. Celebration, victory. It's also independence. You getting your way. You getting to be on your own, being happy, being successful. Receiving fame, popularity, admiration. In hopes and fears, we have the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's a sense of guilt, almost, because you want to walk your own path. You want to, you know you deserve to, but still there's someone making you feel guilty about it, or you feel guilty about it because until now you've had you were looking after your family, or you were supporting your family, or you were always there for your friends, or you put other people first, Leo, and now it's like, oh, it's my time. And then even though you're happy about that and you're confident and excited, you still feel a little bit guilty. What are people going to say? Are they going to be okay if I'm not there anymore, or not as much as I was, or stuff like that, right? But in the outcome, we have the World card. This is where, you're moving, you're traveling, you're ending one cycle to start something new, okay? Starting a new career, starting a job in a different state or in a different country. This is where you leave a commitment that you were in because you were kind of guilty, feeling guilty whenever you thought about leaving it. Does that make sense? Whether it's a commitment to another person, like a long-term relationship or a marriage or something like that, or it's a commitment to friends and family. I'm seeing family influence here heavily. Or a cultural thing, right? You were brought up to do certain things, to feel like you owe people certain things, or something like that, right? So for some of you, I'm seeing you, it could be, I'm not necessarily seeing the Ten of Swords, but with the High Priestess, there's a decision made. You're making up your mind. The Justice card can be filing for divorce, if that's what this is. And then your decision becomes public with the Sun card, but you're happy because you're feeling free already. And there's some hesitation in terms of, I have to start over, or what are people going to say, etc. But then with the World card, it's like, yeah, I'm finally free. I'm finally able to do what makes me happy and follow my own path. If this is where you've been looking for your own place, you've been looking for a job that you can be in for a while, or a new career, or something like that, right? That would involve you leaving home, leaving your comfort zone, leaving your family. I'm seeing that happening. I am going to say, be mindful of who you let inside your head, because if you listen to someone who's making you feel guilty for following your own path and doing what makes you happy, you might end up holding back from that again with the Strength card there and the Temperance card. So let's see. What do we got? Hold on. Page of Pentacles. No, Knight of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles. Something that has been slow to come in, but it's steady. It's a real... It's got a lot of potential, this opportunity that is offered to you, right? You would have to make changes for it to accommodate it in your life. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Yeah, you've been carrying a burden for a long time because of a sense of duty or a sense of responsibility that you've... If you feel you owe someone something, you've paid your debt a few times over. But either you still feel guilty about it or someone else is making you feel guilty about it. And so you have been shouldering this burden, doing everything for someone else or other people, and keeping yourself stuck. The Hermit and the Foundation. Yeah, 10 of Cups. For some of you, this is family. Family, friends, but family rather than friends. Or a marriage. Your family or your extended family. Could be a relationship that's run its course. A marriage that's run its course. And it's just a burden to you because you're the only one working on it. You're the only one carrying the load. 4 of Wands in the past. Yeah, 3 of Swords. If this is about a relationship or a long-term relationship or a marriage, right? It started off very nice. It started off beautiful, wonderful. But slowly but surely it turned into a very, very heavy burden. And you want out because it's unfair. And you have been talking to family, or you've been talking to elders, or you've been looking at what your own religion or your own culture teaches you to do in these situations, and for that you've been trying to keep working on it because maybe, you know, you were taught you don't believe in divorce, or you were taught we don't do that in our family, or stuff like that, you know what I mean? And so for that you have been trying, but you keep reaching dead end after dead end after dead end because it's just you doing the work. The Hierophant crowning you. Yeah, the 7 of Cups. This is what society tells you. This is what your family tells you. This is what you were taught to believe. This is what the elders tell you. But with the 7 of Cups, it's not true for you. It's something external to you that is told to you that this is what you do. This isn't something that comes from you. You're like, I haven't really had time to even question these teachings. You know what I mean? And because of this, you feeling isolated, you feeling alone, you have had time to question things, right? You've had time to question what your family taught you. You've had time to question what society says. You've had time to question what tradition says. And you're making up your mind with the High Priestess that, you know what? That doesn't make sense for me. The High Priestess. The Knight of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The 5 of Cups. You are you're planning a move. You're planning to change where you live. You're planning to invest in a different connection. I feel like, again, it's something that has been platonic. You kept it platonic because of this sense of duty, because you were already in a different relationship or you were already in a marriage. So you kept it platonic, but there was new love coming into your life. That's the Page of Wands and the Strength card. And the 5 of Cups, yeah. And you have been holding back from pursuing this connection because of this sense of duty to this other commitment. But you're making up your mind to follow that, to follow your heart. And with the 5 of Cups, you know you know, not everyone's going to be happy with your decision, but this is what makes you happy. The Justice card and how you see yourself. You're trying to be fair with the Fool. You're making sure that what you're doing is ethical, it's fair, it's legal. But at the same time, you are aware that everyone's going to have an opinion about it and not everyone's going to be happy about it. But for you, it's like, am I intentionally hurting anyone? No, I am not. But I do deserve to be happy myself. Okay, so as long as I'm not intentionally hurting people, and there's Harvey. Dude, get your butt out of my candle. Okay, there we go. There we go. He said hi. Right? So everything you're doing with integrity. Okay? But you want to go. You're ready to go. You're ready to release this burden. Yeah, look, High Priestess at the bottom of the deck again. You've taken a long time to make sure this is what you want to do. You're not being impulsive, you're not being hasty, you're not just hurting people. The Sun card in your environment is the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're changing course. You're following a different path. You're following your own path. The world is in your hand, and that's where you're going. The Nine of Swords in hopes and fears, the Nine of Cups. I feel like this is what are people going to say about what I'm doing. Because it's like, I'm so happy, I'm so excited, but at the same time, I'm afraid about what people are going to say. And it's also, I'm getting my wish, but I feel guilty about it. The World card and the outcome. We have the Page of Swords. The King of Wands, your energy as well. And the Nine of Pentacles, man. Yeah, look. For a lot of you, and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, for a lot of you, you're leaving one relationship and investing in another. Again, I'm not seeing, with the High Priestess and the Justice card there and the Hermit there, this is someone that has been around you, or you've been talking to them online, or they're around you physically, but you have kept things platonic out of respect for this other commitment that you were in, that you were trying to figure out what you wanted to do with. Okay. You were kept in that other commitment because of a sense of duty, morality, what tradition told you, what your family told you, what your religion told you, whatever the case may be. However, you have come to the conclusion that those things simply are not true for you. You follow them your entire life. You believe them your entire life because that's what you were taught. But in this time of you trying and trying and trying and coming to the conclusion that it's not working, it's not making me happy, I've tried everything. I feel like you got to the point where you can say, I've tried everything and it's not working and it doesn't make me happy and it's not fair. Okay? And you come to the conclusion that, you know what, I'm going to follow what makes me happy. And for some of you, this is, yes, you have another connection around you and you've kept it platonic. And so when you leave this commitment, you make your decision, you make your mind up, you file for divorce, or you tell people, and then you start splitting up your assets and your properties and all that kind of stuff. Then you are going to pursue this other connection and see where it can go. Okay? Something you've previously held back from, you're now allowing, right? And it can lead to a commitment very quickly. But look, even Death card and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, Three of Swords. There's definitely one commitment is ending. Okay? Something you were in because of a sense of duty or a sense of responsibility. Okay? To do with culture, to do with tradition, to do with religion. I'm not going to repeat myself. You're ending that. You're doing it in the most fair way that you can, if I can say that, right? But you've decided it's time for you to be happy. You've tried everything this way that you were taught that that's what you had to do, but it still doesn't work, it still doesn't make you happy, and it's completely unfair to you. And you're at peace with the fact that you've tried everything, so now you're going to try your own way, your own path, right? And you have some difficult conversations ahead of you, but you're doing it, right? So that means you're moving out, you're filing for divorce, you're breaking up, whatever the case may be. And then that means you're following your own path, you're moving into your own place, you're happy single with the Nine of Pentacles, you're pursuing your own passions, doing everything you always wanted to do, regardless of if your community, your family, the way you're brought up, whatever, agree with it or not, okay? Because you have tradition, conforming, following someone else's rules versus you, your path, your way. And that's the bottom line of your reading. For some of you, you've already been talking to someone else, but you've kept it platonic. Again, I have the Justice card here tells me with the Hermit, you've been very responsible about this. You've kept everything platonic, fair, ethical. And now that you've decided you're coming out of this commitment, you're starting to pursue this other one. It may move very quickly, it may lead to you starting a relationship with someone else or moving in with someone else, okay? If it's to do with work, if it's to do with whatever it is, okay? Take it as it makes sense. Something you were in because you were told you had to. Or you were very, very responsible about a commitment you made. Because that's how you were brought up to be, right? And you were telling yourself, no, I said I would do this, now I have to do it. Okay? I've made this promise, I made this commitment, I will see it through. No question, I don't care how I feel about it. I don't care if it's fair or not. That being said, this has been going on for quite some time. And you kept trying and trying and trying and coming at it from different approaches. But you kept going to get advice from the same people, as it were, right? Your family, or what society tells you, what your culture tells you, or whatever the case may be. It never quite rang true for you with the Seven of Cups. It always was something external to you. Well, if that's what you say, okay. But in the time that you were trying, and failing, apparently failing, right? It just wasn't working. It just wasn't coming together. It just wasn't, wasn't getting better. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And you've reached a breaking point where something, with the Temperance card and the High Priestess, something is suspended. Something stops temporarily. There's a brief pause. And that allows you to really think about it. Okay? That allows you to question some things. And you come to the conclusion that no, actually, this isn't for me. And I've been fair. I've kept my promise. The other party has not, maybe. Okay? Because I'm seeing a one-sided situation here. So you were keeping your promises and your commitments to a person or a company or a job that wasn't doing the same by you. But because of this intense sense of duty, you're like, I don't care what they say or what they do. I made this promise, so I will see it through. And because of this pause, maybe you weren't aware that they weren't doing their part, or maybe you were. But because of this brief pause, there's a pause, okay? It's like you snap out of it for a second, and you look at it from a different perspective, right? And it's like, aha moment, clarity. No, it's time to move on, okay? Maybe you've been looking for jobs just to keep your options open. Maybe you were just looking at what else is out there. Or maybe you talked to people and said you weren't really happy, and then someone kind of ran with that, and they come back to you and they say, look, I've heard about this job. You'd be perfect for it, right? Because there's some sort of an offer that is coming in very quickly. As soon as you're open to it, it's like it's right there. It was there already for some. And then you're shifting course, and you're starting to follow your own path, okay? Maybe you leave the family business, you start your own business. You leave the family home, you move out on your own. You leave the city you were born that no one else in your family has ever left, right? You're moving across the country. You're moving across the state or overseas or whatever the case may be, okay? So you take it as it makes sense to you. But bottom line is, you're ending a hollow, dead-end commitment that you went above and beyond for, because of a sense of duty. And you've come to the conclusion that I've done everything. I deserve to be happy too. Okay? This isn't something where you worked on it for a month and it's not working. Oh, no, it's too much. I want to be happy too. It's not that. This is something that's like you've been doing this your whole life, if it's to do with family, or even if it's love life, but it was how you were brought up by your family, or your family had some sort of involvement in how you met this person, or stuff like that, and so they still influenced your love life as well. So it's your family and your love life. So it'll be different for everyone, or your work ethics, or whatever it is, okay? You're breaking free from what you were told you had to do, or what you were told you had to be, and following your own path, and doing so very successfully, okay? So I'll leave it there. You'll have to tell me what this is for you, but I hope the reading helps you if you are dealing with these energies, okay? Watch your other signs, make the most of the month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.